What is going on YouTube? My name is spacekingbiz, and today I'm going to be showing y'all how you can actually make 10 or more loops a day. Alright, so why are loops important in the music industry and just in the music business in general? Using loops and making loops has been very essential in the music industry, especially in the last like 6 months to a year. A lot of big time producers use a lot of loops, and generally it's the easiest way to get your name out there as a producer if you just send out a lot of loops to people. All right, so without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to give you guys 5 ways how you can make 10 loops a day, or just how you can make loops efficiently and effectively consistently. Melody hack number 1 is just coming with a goal. The mistake that a lot of producers make, myself included, especially earlier, like back when I started making beats, started making melodies, I didn't really know what I was gonna do. Like, I would come into a project and I wouldn't really know the kind of style, the kind of vibe I would try to reach. So what I suggest for all of y'all watching this is, before you make any melodies, before you make any beats, just come in with a style or an artist that you want to emulate, and it'll just make the entire process a lot easier and just a lot faster. Melody hack number 2, use sounds that actually inspire you. Don't just use the same 1 or 2 plugins over and over again, because it'll just end up killing your creativity even if you don't realize it. Like, sure, plugins like Omnisphere are really powerful, like you can make a lot of types of music with them, but you don't want to just use the same plugins just because you'll be making the same kind of loops over and over again. And at a certain point, you just want to branch out and vary your sound selection to just make doper stuff. Melody hack number 3 is staying consistent. This one is one of the most important ones, if not the most important one, simply because making loops, making beats, making anything, it's a big snowball effect. So if you start now and you just make 1 or 2 melodies a day, and then you build up to 3 to 5 melodies a day, eventually you're going to be making really cool loops within a month, within 2 months. I'll be honest, I don't make 10 loops a day. That thumbnail, that title, it's misleading. Like, sure, there are days when I make 10, 12 loops a day, but for the most part, I probably average like 3 loops a day, 4 loops maybe. A lot of the days, I just want to make beats, or I just don't want to do music stuff in general some days, and that's okay. Like, downtime is cool. Just work consistently, and eventually you're going to be making really cool stuff. All right, melody hack number 4, that's 2 tips for 1. The first tip is flip your melodies, and the second tip is collab with other producers. So for the first part of that, what I mean is take the melodies you already made and chop them up and just make them sound different, just with the sample that already exists, and like put effects on it, reverse it, etc. And why you want to collaborate with other producers is that'll actually push you to make more melodies, because you'll be sending out a lot more melodies if you want to get placements, and if you know the type of styles that certain producers want, you'll get more placements and you'll just make a lot more loops. Melody hack number 5, probably the most important one, maybe next to number 3. Don't force it. Making music, making melodies, it's a creative process. If you don't feel it, you can always come back later. That's the beauty of it. One last thing I want to talk about that, kind of relating to that, if you get like a beat block or like a melody block, one of the best things to do is just to try to make different styles of music. Just like listen to different music that you've never listened to before, and it'll just automatically make you a lot more creative and successful in making melodies. Alright, so hopefully this video has taught some of you something. If you enjoyed watching it, please leave a like and subscribe. I've also dropped a link to my newest loop kit, which has 90 loops for 20 bucks of a bunch of different styles, if any of y'all are interested in checking it out.